Today I have a nice eating spoon I carved earlier from wild cherry, piece of wild cherry wood. So it's nice and clean, looking good. See, these eating spoons are really like 3D sculptures. They need to really be done right in every way possible. So, but it looks good, just clean, no oil, no anything. But let's try and do it to make it even prettier. So we're gonna decorate the handle, and the decoration I'm gonna use is called Kolrosing. It's an old type of decoration with just a knife. All you need is a carving knife, wood carving knife, and I'm gonna use, for this I'm gonna use Mora 106. It's a general carving knife. Most people have it if you do some green woodworking carving of any kind. It's easily accessible. So let's start. Join me if you want to see how it turns out. Today I'm doing a little bird design. It's a hummingbird. So first I'm going to draw it freehand. Let's start with a little frame here, that will frame the bird. Because I'm gonna do a basket wave above and below. So let's start with the bird now. That looks good. Now let's start with Kolrosing. All I'll be using is the tip of the knife. Basically lines are cut in, and then later I'll fill them in with finely ground coffee and seal with linseed oil. Okay, I'll start with these lines here just to start with something. Okay. Okay, let's do the head first. So with circles and lines like these, I do a series of stabbing cuts. This gives me better control. Okay. How do you like the bird? I think it's gonna look fine. So, slowly going through this part here. This is a bit tricky. Okay, that looks good. So now let's continue to the tail here. Okay, let's do this bottom line, border line. This is going to frame the design more nicely. And I'm going to put the basket wave here. This takes a little bit of patience. It's really good. Relaxing. So just cutting in the lines. Good thing is that it's a very lasting design. It lasts as long as the spoon. It cannot be washed out and so on. So it's very durable. Okay. Now let's see how I'm gonna do this. Maybe from this side. This is tricky not to destroy it. Okay, looks good. The second wing here. Okay, starting to look like a little bird. Okay, starting to look like a little bird. Let's do this now. And now let's do the tricky bit. It's the eye, a really small circle. I have to be very careful now. It's easy to ruin the eye and then it looks a bit off and so on. Okay, this is looking good. What do you think? Now I'll draw the entire border here. So I draw everything freehand because each of my pieces is unique, you know. So I always follow the grain, follow the shape. Then it looks perfect. Okay, that's the border here. I'm just going to do these border lines. So now, as you can see, the grain direction is going straight here, but this line is going just slightly across the grain. So what can happen is to just the knife to have the tendency to slip into the grain grooves and just go here, you know. So you have to be really careful with these kind of cuts. Like this. One more here. These in fact are quite difficult to master. Okay, let's do another. And they can ruin the piece, you know. So be careful here. Second cut, just to make the cut deeper. Okay. And this line across. You see, this is easier to go across. You can't slip really. You just have to watch it in the end here, not to slip over and so on. Okay, now I'm going to draw the basket wave. Again, everything is freehand. Just I'm going to just eyeball it here. Let's say here. Nice straight basket wave is pretty much straightforward. And this is also great practice for somebody who's just starting out. Just do the basket wave, don't go with complex shapes and so straight lines first. Try to do straight lines. When you can do straight lines, then attempt some light curves and then tight curves in the end. So practice makes perfect. It's all about repetition. All this is really about repetition. Everybody can do it if you repeat it enough times. So now across. Doesn't have to look perfect. In fact, I find it's nicer for the eye if it's not absolutely perfect, you know. If you draw it with a ruler and everything is perfect, it just kind of feels off. Because in nature nothing is really perfect, so this feels more natural flow of it and feels right to the eye. Okay. Now I've drawn the basket wave, and now I'm just gonna do the basket wave now. This is pretty much straightforward, just straight lines. See? Now let's do this across. Now for the final part of the basket weave, just to do these lines here. And here it is, all done. Now for the final part, I'm just going to use some linseed oil, or what it's called, flaxseed oil, and rub it in with my fingers. See how it's become nice and shiny? Just all over the place here. Not too much, not too little, just see. You can see the finish is perfect here. Just lovely. Back of the spoon. This is food grade linseed oil, so one that's for salads and such, so it's for human consumption. Shouldn't be mistaken with boiled linseed oil, which is for furniture only, and it contains toxic additives. Now look at this, so beautiful, perfect bowl. It's extremely important that bowls of these eating spoons be super smooth. This is all knife finish, super smooth. It has to be. When you put it in your mouth, it just feels great, and it's a pleasure to eat with. So a little bit more and that's it. Okay, see, it's already become really nice spoon. Now I'm just going to apply the pigment here, inside the grooves here. And for pigment I'm going to use finely ground coffee. Now I'm just going to take some coffee in my hand and rub it in, and let's see the magic. Just let it fill all the grooves here and rub off any excess here. See, already becoming nice. Now just to clean it up. Now just let's clean it up a little bit more. I'm just going to take a little more oil, rub it in, and just clean it all. Any excess that's not in the grooves here. And here's the finished spoon. What do you think? Quite nice, huh? I think the little bird turned out real nice. So, fits really great in the hand. It'd be a joy to use for many years. So, hope you like it. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.